Good morning, this is Renegade. Welcome to the start of a new campaign for Battle Brothers with the downloadable content, Beasts and Explorations. Now, I've played this a few times before, so hopefully I'll get a little bit of distance, but we'll see. So, now, just get this started. As I said, I've played this a few times before, so we'll bring out to veteran status. Now, the purpose of Battle Brothers is basically you control a mercenary group, you take around the countryside, fulfilling contracts, and earning coin, as well as giving your party members experience and giving them more abilities and making them stronger. Now, when you start off, you are part of a existing mercenary group which has been basically decimated. So this is the opening battle. You end up with 3 survivors. Your opponent was Hoggot the Weasel, and basically everyone in your group has been slaughtered except for the last 3. Now, this is just basically a way to get you started. We'll start off with an axeman. Spearman and a crossbowman. So just let them move in. There's, in this first battle, there's basically no way you can screw up. It's designed that you will always end up with these 3 survivors. The only thing you can do is get injured. So for the first battle, you try to limit the amount of injury as much as possible, because the more injury, the more you have to spend to get healed. So I'm just going to go over here, take a shot and finish it off. After each battle you have the victory screen, which shows you the characters that survived in the battle, number of kills, how much damage they dealt, how much experience they got from the battle, and how much injury received. Now, some of them you'll show you, like for instance, this guy will heal by tomorrow. So he got hurt, he had 13 points of damage done to him. So yeah, he's basically got the plus red medic sign. Okay, next thing we do is grab the loot. So what this is basically saying is, okay, the previous leader of the mercenary group has been killed, so now the mercenary group is yours to control. And this is the map, randomly generated. So the first thing we need to go is to Jerheim, in which we get paid, because basically we did clear out the brigand group, so we do get paid for that. And we still, unfortunately, Hoggot the Weasel did escape, so we wish to finish that task. Now what I'm doing is having a look around. We've got a stone keep there, which can be useful. Small huts and buildings. What I'm looking for is basically, okay, we've got a large city right there. next to a humble village. We've got a couple of villages there and a large city up there. Nice. So what I was looking for is, as we travel, we're going to be trying to earn money, and there's a couple of ways of earning money. One is you can trade goods from um, buying from the villages and selling them into the large cities, or doing contracts. Let's go and finish this contract. So now, as it says, basically says this is saying that we got rid of the brigands, but the weasel still lives. So we're saying we're going to get paid for it, yes, but we haven't finished the business with Hoggett. Now, this is your village. In this village, we've got a taxidermist. So, if there's any, sometimes when you kill creatures, you get body parts from them, and those body parts can be used for various potions, items that can be made at a taxidermist. Now, this is the marketplace. We've got a few furs that we can sell, so let's grab these furs and see what we can do in terms of getting some trade going on. Got a hunting bow, nothing more exciting than that. And looking at this now, currently the way this screen is set up, we've got how much money you've got, how much provisions you've got, and how many tools and supplies they are used to repair weapons and equipment after a battle, ammunition, bolts, arrows and so forth, and bandages to basically get yourself healed after the battle. Here is people who are wishing to be hired. Each of them has their own thing. Like we've got a militia guy, so we might come back and get him. The current task is, as we've only got 3 people. Thank you. This is your starting 3. As you've to complete the task of killing the weasel, you need to bring up your numbers to 6. So let's just have a look at these 3 characters first. Here is, or should give you some background on them. It's basically saying that's the original companion member. He's an optimist, so we'll give him +5 on morale checks, which is useful. He's fearless, +10 on resolve, so that is very nice. Now, his stats, the main ones we need to worry about. Okay, we've got helmet, the durability on the helmet, durability on the armor, which corresponds to these 2. How many hit points he's got. We've got 2 stars on that, which means he'll go up in levels quicker. Action points, everyone has 9 action points. Fatigue, he's at 77. If we remove all of his equipment, we'll see that his natural fatigue is 100, which is good. See, as you put in your equipment, each of these items reduce your fatigue, so he'll get tired quicker in a battle. His morale resolve determines how quickly they'll run away. Initiative is the order of battle. Melee skill, higher that is, the better. Basically, 59 indicates that you've got a 59% chance of hitting in battle. Range attack, same 43. Melee defense subtracts from the melee skill of your opponent. Range defense, basically against ranged weapons. How much damage, effectiveness against armor, and chance to hit in the head, and vision. Vision is how many hexes you can see. So Garrett is pretty good. He's got a nice high melee skill. Anything in the 60s is what you're aiming for. He's got 2 stars on the hit points, so that hit points will increase rapidly, or more rapidly than anyone else, and a star on the fatigue, so that will be useful. Next guy is basically he's dissatisfied. Yeah, he's lost most of his company. He'll get over that idea. Now, 2 stars on melee skill, very nice, and also a star on the melee defense. I'm happy with that. 60 hit points. And lastly, 50 on the range skill. That's going to be good with 2 stars. And a range defense with a star. Though it's 0 at the moment, that's going to improve. 56 hit points is pretty good. So, let's get moving. Now, so head down. Basically, the first task is to get to Highstead, to Hagestead, where you'll get more people to hire to bring up to your numbers to 6. Basically, this is telling me to make sure that we keep the morale up, methods of getting money. But we'll see what this city has to offer. Alright, now this has got more buildings. We've got a tavern, a barber, which you can change the appearance of your characters, armor, and temple. Temple is where you get your characters, if they've received severe injuries, you can get them healed there, unless it's permanent injuries. Armor, we'll have a check out. Now, in this, we've got terrified villagers and ambushed trade routes. Right? Now, let's have a look at the marketplace. Now, they deal buy open item for 576. Now, I bought this at 330. Right? This is for sale. I could buy another lot for 576. Quite a price hike. So, unfortunately, we can't sell it here, but we're definitely not buying. Now, what I was looking at before, here you've got terrified villagers and ambushed trade routes. The effect of that is it will drive the prices of goods in this city up. So that's why we've got the extreme high price here. So we're not going to do very much buying here. We're just here to check out the mercenaries that are available. So we need to get 3. Now we saw that in the village there was the mercenary, so here we'll grab him. In this town we've got caravan hands, that could be useful, rat catcher, farm hands, come on, shepherd, and monk. Now Each of these have different stats. So let's have a look. You've got a brief description of his history. Now, unknown character traits. Right? If we pressed paid to try out, which would pay 52, we would find out what these traits are. At this early stage, I'm trying to conserve money, so I'll be hiring straight out. Now, none of these really jump out except for the caravan hands, so we'll grab him and leave. Now I might travel up to Rolstead. I know I'm going away from the normal course of the adventure, but at this early stage you shouldn't really be hassled by creatures or encounters on the way. So we're arriving at Rollerstead. The main reason we came here, the ambush trade routes prices are a little bit more expensive, and again you're trading in furs. Strike 2. Okay. Here we've got a weaponsmith, temple, and barber. Checking out who is available for hire. Okay, we've got raiders, swordmaster. So, okay, these are way out of our price range, but we'll have a look at them anyway. Vagabond, thief. Okay, let's. Okay, I'm going to get the mauler and might get the poacher. Oh, excuse me. No, where is the thief? Okay, we've got our group to 7. Let's have a look at them. I think I've accidentally So, poacher will bring down here. Have a look at him. He's irrational, so we'll see how that goes. Bow skill 49. Okay. Useful melee skill, so hit points is pretty down. We would like to see as close to 60 as possible in the hit points. Fatigue is pretty good. So, now of the original party members, we've got 50. So let's just upgrade on his armor. 65, 50. So let's have a look at 57 with the star. 63 hit points, useful. And this is our caravan hand. He's a pessimist, so negative on the resolve, negative on the initiative. And the last guy, the brawler, swift +5 range defense, useful. 2 stars on the melee defense, nice. 66 and 54. Yeah, I might put that on. So we need 1, 2, 3 shields and two weapons. but we're not going to buy that there. Let's have a look. Hudson Buildings. Might be able to sell the goods at the keep. Okay. And further south we've got larger buildings, but that's a little bit out of our range just for the moment. We're still not ready for that to continue on that first quest. So we're just cutting across lands. And small fortification. Massive stone citadel, that's good. Stone keep. We'll see if we can get a sale of those furs over here. If not, we'll go down to the stone keep here. Okay, as we've arrived at night, you need to wait around until morning. Okay. Okay, 327. Not that massive a profit, but it was just starting day, so. Okay, now let's get these guys equipped. Shield. Could get a couple of pitchforks, so you give us a ranged attack. And a spear. Okay. So what we're doing is give him that. Give him a pitchfork. Give him a pitchfork. And that will do. Let's just move these guys into the center and have the people with the shields on the outside. Not exactly the most efficient defense, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's return. Now I've got to keep an eye on the food, so we might stop at Ellenberg on the way so we can purchase some food. Now each buy that and guess all that. Each unit of food will increase the provision count by 25. Get these two. And hurry up down to Gearham, where we can finally find out So go back, say that we've got our 6 people. Where is he? He's up here. Okay, now a few bandit thugs and a poacher. In these battles, you do need to be careful of those poachers, because their missile fire can be nasty. Okay, so we're into the battle screen. What I can do is move him up. This high terrain is very useful when it comes to the battle. It will give us a combat advantage against those on the lower level. So we're nicely positioned, and as you can see here, we've got the action points. Each person starts off with 9. Moving across the terrain will cost 2, plus any additions like going up to a level in terrain will cost an additional 1. So he's moved. I'm going to delay him so we can wait for the opponents to get a little bit closer before shooting. The rest of the front line is going to wait. Again, we'll wait. Let them come a little bit closer. Ouch. Unfortunately, with this current setup, we don't have shields, so it makes them vulnerable to the archer. But once we're in melee, then the archers will have a harder time. Okay, my turn to shoot. So, as you can see, we've got a 29% chance to hit. Can't hit because of the obstacle. Hoggett, our target, 23 chance and 36 chance, and this one's out of range. So we'll hit the thug, and we did hit. Now above him we've got the 3 bars. The top one is for the helmet. As you can see, he's not wearing a helmet, so there's no bar. Second one is his armor, and third is his life. Now he's standing just in pitchfork range. One of the advantages of pitchforks is reach. So we can poke him from the distance, which missed. We'll get the crossbowman. 54, 53. Let's see if we can... No, missed on there. Over here in this corner, basically you get the rolls. So he reloads his crossbow. Axeman can't do very much, and he's going to wait. Okay. Oh, good start. Was that our original? Okay. Now 40% chance. That's better. Now we get into the... Now, okay, over here I've got a 11% chance, but it shows a red shield, so it's got that is partially protecting him. So we'll go back to him, and in that case I missed, but it landed in Hoggett's square. So what a shame. Have another bow shot, and that missed as well. Now 66%, happy with that, because he doesn't have a shield. So let's make his day a little bit less happy. And got 40% chance and 54, 19. Let's fail to hit him. Now move up closer, take him out completely. What I might do with this guy is move him out, give some pressure on the poacher. 43, 17, 66. We'll see if we can finish. No, we didn't finish him off. Um, 23%. What we might do is just move him a little step closer. 30% chance of hitting the poacher. That failed to hit. He failed to hit back. Okay. He can't hit yet. Oh, nice. Always happy to see the one-shot kills, especially if it's on my side. Okay, back to the quick shots. 30% missed. Second shot, still missed. Okay, let's try to take Hoggett down. Alright, let's move him a little bit so he's in direct line. He's still not quite in direct line. Okay, that's better and effective. So move him there. As he's using a pitchfork, which has a range of 2, he can still hit Hoggett if he had the action points. And that was not good. Archer's getting some success there. So we do need to finish the Archer off quickly and Hoggett just as quickly. Still missed. That was a nice hit. And a little bit more. Now, if you have a look, he's got a little white flag just under there. That signifies that he is starting to waver. Now, getting my good guys a little bit closer. Over to the bowman. He's partially under cover, which is annoying. Not very much chance to hit. And there goes my other. Alright, let's put some pressure onto this bowman. Reload. Now that nobody's in front, we might be able to get a hit on, and we've killed Hoggett. Nice. And that's even better, because we've stopped the Archer from running, and we got next to him. Let's just move here, take a swipe at him, and take his head off. And in this case, we're lucky that those 2 that fell during the battle didn't die, they were just knocked down. So as you can see, we got sort of injury. Those who succeed in kills get bonus to experience. He's got enough to go up a level, and we can see the outcomes of those who fell in the battle. He's got a weakened heart, which is a permanent injury, minus 30 points, 30 hit points. He's basically retiring. And injured shoulder, that can be recovered. Pierced leg muscles, recovered. And missing ear, permanent loss. Okay, anyway, now to the main part, loot. So we've got 80 gold, which is useful. These are tools and supplies and ammunition, always useful. So we'll just add that to the loot. Now, as we're victorious, let's go back to Gurham and get paid. So let's just speed things up. Thank you. Yep. Basically, this is saying that we need to keep our supplies up. So we need tools and supplies and medical supplies. But let's finish this and get our money. No tavern in the city, which is unfortunate. Alright, so we've finished the task. We've got our 400. There's no quests in that town, so instead of waiting for dawn, let's just go over here. And there is a quest there. Mine cave-in. Okay, production came to a halt until the damage is repaired and the miners are without means of to feed their families, which will likely mean he's a miner. So first thing we do is, okay, we've got an armor there. We can get a heater shield for 400, which, okay, we don't need that. Don't need a short bow. We'll buy the heater shield, even though we're pushing it on or forwarding it. Okay, so put him aside, bring him over there. Now, let's give him the heater shield and a sword. Actually, flail 2 to 4, 35 to 45 versus 20 to 45. 30% of the damage ignores armor. 20% ignores armor. So let's get that. Now, difference, as you can see, melee defense is plus 20 versus the shield that is plus 15. So he's out of the battle for a while. He's out basically permanent. We'll put him there as cannon fodder. Now, going up levels. When you go up a level, you get to choose 3 of them. Plus 3 for melee skill, we'll grab that. Plus 3 for melee defense, grab that. nice, happy with those. And +4 hit points, nice. Now with these level ups, oh hold on, we'll just go into perks. Whenever you go up a level, you go up another rank in perk. The perks that are available: fast adaptation, which basically if you miss your opponent, the next time you try to hit it, you get a +8. This is a cumulative until you get a do score a hit, in which case it resets. The crippling strikes basically lowers the threshold to inflict injuries by 33%. Colossus increases your hit points by a quarter and 9 lives, so you can more likely to survive a battle if you fall down. Bag and belts, each character has got 2 bags or belt items. This can bring it up to 4. The Pathfinder, it reduces the cost of movement to a minimum of 2 action points. So if you're going through snow, if you're going through swamp, hilly terrain, etc., it just reduces the cost for movement. If the faster you move, the faster you can get to your opponent or escape from them. So that's useful. Adrenaline basically allows you to go first in initiative order. Recover allows you to recover your fatigue. Down here, during the battle, faster, and student, which gives you an additional 20% experience. Personally, I prefer student. I'd rather them gaining that 1/5 faster through gaining of levels. Okay, so he's gone up a level, and Havard has also shown he's ready to go up a level. So now with these rolls, it's basically a randomly generated number from 1 to 3 plus 1. So here is a +2, which is pretty crap. +4 for a range, bowman, we want range skill. We'll also get the range defense and fatigue. And as per last time, student. So basically the faster he gains experience, the faster he goes up in level and more likely to survive. So let's continue. Okay, so we've got a contract in this town. Looking here, we've got terrified villagers, so something is scaring them. Graves of the cemetery have been found to opened and raided. Okay, let's talk money. 340. Now, he's going to be bruised for 1 to 3 days. -20 on the initiative and slow on movement. And yeah, he's going to die. So let's just see. There's nobody in the village that we can recruit. And the location of this is way up in the mountains. So we'll move up. We'll stop it around this area. Because hopefully during the movement we'll recover those. Oh, okay, now every now and then we'll be given progression steps. Like this is basically saying, okay, we need to either bring our strength to 12 men or forge a friendship with one of the towns. Let's go for forging a friendship. Just basically increases our, so it gives the group a goal. Now we've gotten close. He's still got his bruised leg, still got his weakened heart. He's healed, and he's nowhere near it. Okay, let's have a look at what the problem is. Unknown garrison. Okay, it's getting close to evening, so let's camp, and hopefully during the night, as long as we don't have any trouble. Okay, come morning, still got the bruised leg. He's light wounds, so a little bit healthier. 44 hit points. He's not going to last long. But let's see how we go. Okay, so we're approaching the graveyard, and we're about to find out who's digging up the graves. And it's normal focus, 7 against 6. This could be interesting. Okay, so we need to, at least the straight out thugs are not very well armoured. So we've got that one advantage. So just wait for those to move in. Okay, let's see what damage we can do as they approach. 37, 37, 37, 8. Okay, let's take out one of these middle guys. And miss completely. Take out a middle guy and miss. 66, 66, 66, 66, and 66. That's almost. Okay, so they're not going to get any closer. Now, as 2 squares away, they'll be able to close in but not attack. So I'll be able to get the first attack in. So we've got 50, 50 and 60% chance. Let's take the odds, and cool, we've injured him. With him, he's got a 91% chance and 86. Let's finish that one and move on to the next guy. He can only attack one. He can only miss one. Okay, small hit there. And taken out straight away. Beautiful. 41, 33. Don't want to do that, don't want to do that. 9, let's go for 41. Did a little bit of damage, always good. And finished him off, beautiful. Now he's got a choice of 63% or 72%, so Stick to the odds and injured him. Reload. Now that's a reach 2 weapon, so he can attack, as he just did. 60 or 60. So you can strike back. Crossbow, 17, 69. Nowhere near it. Great miss. And reload. 41 versus 41. Okay, let's take out the range attack, the reach attack, and miss both times. Taking out the helmet, taking out the armor, and there's not much left of him. So 57 or 62. Try the 62. Play the odds. That's it. And hopefully we can get one more. We did, but he's still alive. Now, normally the movement is cost 2, but in snow it's +1. So we can't move close to him. What we can do is 65 or 60. In this case I'll go against the odds. Fail to hit. 69, he's dead. Reload. And it's just a matter of mopping up. It's just a matter of mopping up. Good. We have one survival. Oh yeah, Gord. Wake up. So he's already got the white flag out. He's about to try to run. If I can get people next to him, we get an attack of opportunity. If it comes to that. So he's trying to run. He tried to run. I got 2 hits. Now the reason I opted to run him down is basically experience. We want his equipment and we want the kill. Okay, so that was quite a successful one. Money, 71 coin, and more equipment. So happy with that. So head back to town, start that walk, and also we got Gerald's upper level, +1. It's supposed to be well, these are D3, and these are D4 +1. Sorry, D3 +1 or +2 for the initiative. So +1 is pretty crappy. Actually, all of these rolls were disappointing, to say the least. And always put a point into melee skill. And perk, student. So, next guy, Conrad, +3, happy with that. +4, happy with that. And get the hit points. Student. The other archer, let's +3, +3. He's a bit of a all-rounder. +3, +3. And student again. Okay, so that's everyone healed. So, back to Ellenberg, where we can get our payments for completion on, and we'll also start looking at establishing a trade route. So, as now that's a 2 skull contract, so that might be a little bit too hard for me at this point in time. So we do need to upgrade our equipment, or have the tools to repair our equipment, and that's about it. Let's start. We can sell some of this stuff. Sell the dagger. And is there anybody that we can hire? One of the miners. And nothing, no trading goods. Okay. Let's go down over here. See if there's any quests, contracts. Now we can complete. Not exactly the best start. So, the 2 that we hired ended up being crappy. Okay, well, take a short rest. Basically, this is just saying we need to get on the good side of villagers, guilds masters and councilmen and nobles too, if we wish to get increase the amount of money that we get. So it's morning, not quite. Now it's morning. Okay, so there's a contract there, but they don't consider we're good enough for it, which could be true. So let's have a look at the marketplace. Nothing to trade. And hire. Everybody's too skilled. Okay, there's an armorer and a weaponsmith in Schwartzberg, so we do want to get on the good side of him. Because the higher the reputation that we can get with a location, the more, the lower the prices. Again, the contract is locked. Okay, let's get him. So we need to equip him. Let, yeah, let's say goodbye to him. Grab his equipment, and yeah, if we don't pay compensation, they're going to be peeved off. Excuse me for a moment. Excuse me. Okay, not the best upgrade on armor, but better than nothing. Right, so we still need to find work. Okay, so let's head south. So what I'd like to do is, as this Hedgestead has prices high, I'd like to basically get a trade going. Whoop. This is going to hurt. Orcs. Orcs tend to be well armoured, as you can see. And hopefully they don't have wolf riders. On the bright side, at least we do outnumber them. On the bad side is they are well armoured and mean sons of a... Okay, 45, 7, 21. Let's try to get some injuries into them before they hit us. But barely hurt him. This is going to hurt. See, now he's got a star above his head. He's been stunned. Okay, hopefully we can... '53, 43. Do need to get a... That's it. Casualties early. '75, '53, '48. Oh, rolled a 96. Okay. One down. So 71, 51, 61, 12. '33, 43, 43 has it. And 1 down. The rot's at 2 down. It's gonna go bad. So 47. This is going to go very bad. Stunned again. Yeah, I'm doing crossbow hits against him and barely make any headway. Let's see if I can try to run. No. Another one gone. His third one gone. And game over. Yep. Total party kill. Well, okay, so, well, that's the first. We have a survivor. Alright. And orc hunters. Not necessarily a good idea to go through Orclands, and a harsh way of finding out that they are Orclands. Well, let's finish it off. Orc Berserker, just to make it even harder. And head lopped off. Makes it difficult to survive. So that's the end of that match. So, okay, I'll just have a look how long this has been going for, because I might wrap things up and have another try again soon. Anyway, thanks for watching this disaster, and hopefully you'll well, subscribe and like. Yeah, you know the drill. But yeah, I'll talk to you another time. Thanks for watching. Bye.